Welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is... Let me clean the dang camera first. Today is going to be June the 19th, 2024. We got some NXT to talk about, because we got interesting things happening. Ladies and gentlemen, we found out who's in the Battle Royal. We got some Raw guys, we got some SmackDown guys, and we definitely, of course, we got some NXT guys, because it's NXT. Before we get to that, we got Oba Femi coming out and talking, blah, blah, blah. Saying the same thing over and over again, saying that he's a dominant champion. I'm not a big fan of Oba Femi yet. I'm not a big fan. So he wants to know who's going to take this title, because he beat two guys at Battleground. He beat Wesley and Joe Coffey. Wesley came out and he says that he will be the one to beat Oba Femi. But if you guys didn't see, during this whole segment, you can see on top of the where the audience is, the top seats, you see security trying to grab somebody and take them away. It was Brooks Jensen. He was getting taken away by security because we saw the fans looking behind themselves, and you see Brooks Jensen, you actually could see his face getting pulled away from security. If you guys don't know the whole story is that Brooks Jensen in storyline is released. So this guy has been coming to NXT multiple times. If you didn't see last week, he grabbed Big Joseph and security took him away. He did the same thing on commercial break a couple weeks ago. He tried to attack Big Joseph and he got taken away by security. He went to an indie wrestling. I don't know if he got taken away. I think he just went there. But Brooks Jensen is supposed to be a released superstar, and he's keep on coming back to NXT. And I will tell you guys more about it, because I think he just got arrested. I think he did. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, Oba Femi and Wesley looks like they're going to have a match. But if Wesley loses, he can't get another shot at the title while Oba Femi is the champion. It's one of those stipulations. We didn't get a lot of segments. We got Charlie Dempsey after the Battle Royal. He was talking to this Heights guy, Taban Heights, and looks like he wants to join the join the group. And then he says, to join the group, you have to face Damien Kemp, because what happened in the Battle Royal, it will be interesting. Well, why it happened? Because Damien Kemp eliminated Charlie Dempsey by accident in the Battle Royal. So all that happened. And we got a championship match. We have a tag team turmoil match. They didn't announce any tag teams. Even when they show us the graphic of the tag team turmoil match, there was no tag teams announced. So, if they're still doing this partnership, and I know they are because the Battle Royal, if they're doing this partnership, and there's going to be TNA tag teams, I got two tag teams in my mind I would love to see in this tag team match, and I hope they are in it. I don't care if it's Raw or SmackDown guys. We see them all the time on NXT. But I'm hoping we get to see ABC coming to NXT. Or the System. I'd rather have Eddie Edwards and Moose, but I would love to see Eddie Edwards in NXT as well. We don't know how many teams are in here, and we don't know who's in here in this match. So I'm hoping, I'm begging Shawn Michaels to let this happen. Please, let ABC be part of this. Or the System. Or both. Ladies and gentlemen, so we did have the Battle Royal. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got some TNA guys. We got Frankie Kazarian in there. We didn't see his entrance. He was already in the ring. I was surprised he was in there. I thought there was only one TNA guy. And ladies and gentlemen, that one TNA guy is people want to see Joe Hendry. We got to hear his music. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe but it didn't work out so well because everybody just threw Joe Hendry out of the ring. Ethan Page did not get eliminated because he got attacked by Oro Mensah again. And they start brawling each other in backstage. I thought it was a pretty decent battle royal. I thought Frankie Kazarian might win this because he was in the final 4. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match that wins the battle royal is the Jabon Evans. He's going for the number contendership, and he's going for the title at Heatwave in Toronto against Trick Williams. I think that would be a pretty interesting match. But Ethan Page got rid of Oro Mensah, what technically Ava did, barred him from ringside, kick him out of the arena. And Ethan Page says, I didn't get taken out of this battle royal. So they're going to have a one-on-one match, Jabon Evans versus Ethan Page in the main event. Because I don't know what was the main event. Because they even had the North American Women's Championship, the 3rd match. And then they put the Triple Threat Tag Team Women's match in the 2nd match. So I don't know what was the main event. So a lot of things happening here. So, ladies and gentlemen, next we got Roxanne Perez has to team up with Lola Vice. Lola Vice told her what her plan is. So, I totally forgot what her plan was. They faced Metaphor, Jaraka Jackson, and Last Legend versus Jasmine Nix and JC Jane. I thought it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was Roxanne Perez and Lola Vice. And then Roxanne just hits Lola Vice down on the ground, saying, "You want to beat me?" She thinks that Lola Vice was going to hit her first, but so she hurt her. And then we got Kalani Jordan versus Mia Yim for the Women's North American title. We got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson coming out as well for the OC. I still don't know if they're heel or face. I have no idea. I really don't. But ladies and gentlemen, and then we got the OTM coming out, distracting the OC, distracting the referee, and then Jada Parker attacked Mia Yim. Michelin. And Kalani Jordan retains the title. And Kalani Jordan has another opponent. Well, technically 2 now. Because she named who she wants to face. Somebody that never begged or complained about getting opportunities. Ariana Grace thought it was her. I think Stevie Turner thought it was her as well, because some reason she's just standing there. And she was giving faces every time somebody is not saying her name. But ladies and gentlemen, Ariana Grace thought it was her. But no, Jordan thought it will be Soruka. So Ariana Grace says she's better than Soruka. And Robert Stone says, how will you prove it? And Ava says, yeah, how will you prove it? Next week, Ariana Grace versus Soruka. And I believe it's like a number contendership. I don't know if the main event was a number contendership because they didn't change the graphics. Or they didn't say Ethan Page is going for the title. I don't know what's happening here. Ladies and gentlemen, and then we have Paula Hanley versus Carly Bright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she had some lady, Carly Bright had some lady in her corner. Her name was Gray. I forgot what her first name was. She came out, everybody, it was an okay match. Until somebody was behind Gray. And that person was Wendy Cho. And she choked out Gray. Why? We have no idea why. She just wanted to be a psychopath. And ladies and gentlemen, Paula Hanley gets the win. Now I want to talk about why do I think Brooks Jensen got arrested. Eddie Thorpe was doing an interview in the parking lot. We saw a police car in the parking lot as well. Not really in the parking lot. I believe in a driveway. And we see the police have 2 police guys had a guy in cuffs. And who would that be? Brooks Jensen. It has to be Brooks Jensen. Will WWE bring back Brooks Jensen? Will he get his contract back? I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Joe Hendry is not done with NXT because he said he's not done. And they had this social media thing talking to Shawn Michaels. And he said he's not done. He said he could come anytime, any show. Only the fans only have to say his name. And then Shawn Michaels look at the camera and he says, "I believe." So that's pretty cool. I like Joe Hendry in NXT. That's pretty cool. Didn't get the best reaction because maybe not a lot of people know who he was. Because he's in TNA, never showed up in WWE before. So there's going to be some mixed reactions with some of these TNA guys, like Frankie Kazarian. I think Frankie Kazarian was one of the jobbers. Back in the day, they always had these indie wrestlers. Even Matt Jackson did it. I know a whole bunch of indie wrestlers did it. They were the jobbers on W Heat and Velocity. I believe Frankie Kazarian was one of those guys. I think so. I think I remember one of them. I think I watched it on YouTube once. We have Chase U versus the OC, and looks like Ridge Holland is definitely part of the Chase U because he put on the shirts. But ladies and gentlemen, it was an interesting win. It was interesting. It was a pretty decent match, but an interesting win because Duke Hudson won with a roll-up. But the camera didn't see it, but I think Ridge Holland hold Luke Gallows or Duke Hudson, whoever was doing the pin, I think it was Duke Hudson, because they got the win, holding them and to make sure that they can't kick out, and Chase U gets the win. But Andre Chase didn't see it, Thea Hale didn't see it, but Duke Hudson saw it, and Ridge Holland knows he did it, but Ridge Holland, Duke Hudson kind of saved Ridge Holland. Duke Hudson saved Ridge Holland. Because he did not tell him that he cheated. And Ridge says, "I didn't see it. I just saw Duke Hudson win the match." So, let's see what happens there. Then we got Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. I love this match because Javon Evans is amazing in the ring. I enjoy watching this guy. He says he likes to fly. Guess what? He loves to fly. The guy's nuts. Even with hurt ribs, the guy's still nuts. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Ethan Page, all ego. And then he went to have a face-to-face, start yelling at Trick Williams until Shawn Spears came out and attacked Javon Evans. And then Trick Williams came in to help Javon Evans and start beating out Shawn Spears. And then Ethan Page got Trick Williams off of Shawn Spears. And then Shawn Spears and Ethan Page attacked Trick Williams and tried to double team him until Javon Evans did a double springboard cutter onto Ethan Page and Shawn Spears. The guy didn't know who the heck to grab. He was hurt. He was grabbing Ethan Page. He grabbed the NXT title. When he rolled, he had grabbed the NXT title and he dropped it. I don't know he was supposed to do something with that title or what. Ladies and gentlemen, people are still talking about the Wyatt Six. Everybody's still talking about the Wyatt Six. Sick. It's supposed to be S-I-C-K. Sick. And people are putting 6 at the end. It's like I said, it was an awesome debut to see with these guys. I do want to see what they could do and who's going to be wrestling. For me, my prediction for who's going to wrestle, I think Nikki Cross should wrestle for the women's division. And I think Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan should wrestle, and Uncle Howdy just the manager. The guy doesn't have to be there, cause like he done things on Twitch, he done things on every social media, every app that you could think of. Well, not every app, but you know what I mean. He did things on the. He could look through things. Like the guy's magic. I don't think he's magic, but he's like Bray Wyatt, creepy. But I think those four should do the wrestling, and Uncle Howdy is the manager. And if Alexa Bliss comes, maybe they could go for the women's tag team titles, because we need more women's tag teams in this show, in Monday Night Raw. But I'm happy that we got more people on Raw, tag team division, and maybe intercontinental division with Eric Rowan. Or Dexter Lumis and Eric Rowan goes for the tag titles, or is a free bird rule. It doesn't matter who gets the tag team title shots, they get the tag team title shot. I guess it doesn't really matter who becomes the tag team of the team. Could be both. It could be all three. It could be Eric Rowan and Dexter Lumis. It could be Eric Rowan and Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. So we don't know. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on Thursday for AEW results. Because I do not know what's happening on there. I didn't know what's happening on TNA either. Will we see more NXT guys? We will find out. That's all for me today. Time is out. Bye.